Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist Aegis Weather Forecast, and welcome back to another video, guys. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. So, guys, in this video is going to be another update on the severe thunderstorms and heavy bands, possible tornadoes, and severe weather for parts of the South Central, and then so for parts actually near the Midwest and Ohio Valley area. So, guys, this is going to be another update for the people who are going to get affected by this today into the weekend. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with the National Weather Service, guys. So we have all these advisories and local alerts. All these active alerts are for considered part of the storm. We have flash flood watches and flood watches for parts of Illinois, central and southern Illinois, stretching all the way to parts of northern near the Dallas area of Texas. Guys, the biggest threat we have is actually for parts of the northern tip of Arkansas. That's where the strongest thunderstorms are going to go. As we speak right now, we actually have a tornado warning for a county in northern Arkansas, and more in the northeastern part of it. Just south of there, just north of Little Rock, we have some flash flood warnings in that very dark brown color. And we have also some of those in Texas. Then we have a severe thunderstorm watch for southern Texas, as another low pressure system will form there and bring some possible more severe weather. We have some flood advisories and also flash flood warnings for parts of the Missouri area, stretching all the way to Oklahoma, and scattered counties for parts of Texas. And then those yellow counties, we actually have tornado watches. So it's going to be more in the northeastern Arkansas right now. That's where I had the biggest threat, where we had tornado warnings, tornado watches, flash flood warnings, so that we have a lot amount of rain for parts of these areas, especially in this one storm. So let's just get with the radar, guys, so you guys can see it. So I'm going to be showing you guys the Midwest, more of the Midwest right now first, because it's going to be, this is where it's going to go first, basically, guys. So let me just move this a tad bit there. Alright, so I'm showing this radar first, so you guys can see where this one's moving up right now. So, alright, so sorry, it was a little behind. So as we're talking right now, we're going to have some really strong thunderstorms for parts of southern Missouri and a heavy band for parts of southern Illinois, and then another heavy band of parts in northern Illinois. That's where we have some possible flood or reaction flood watches from those areas. Brings possible severe weather for parts of Indianapolis, Chicago. Going to bring some really strong thunderstorms for parts of the southern Ohio area and New Kentucky. So that's what I'm talking about when I said the Ohio Valley too, not just South Central. Those are going to move up, and that's going to bring really heavy bands for parts of near the Erie area. Really strong thunderstorms for the northern part of Kentucky and southern Indiana, near Louisville. Really strong thunderstorms there, and near the Cincinnati area. Oh, sorry, no, that's the other side. Sorry. And it's going to bring strong thunderstorms for parts of Columbus, Ohio. And going to bring a really heavy band for parts of West Virginia too. So that's going to be another heavy band we're going to talk about as we go to near the Friday area. And that's going to go off, and then possible some scattered rain showers for many parts of it. So it's not going to be like a severe all put together. You're going to have scattered rain all over this place. You can get rain possibly every 5 minutes. So that's what it's looking like for the north in the next couple hours. Let's focus on the south central, guys, where we're going to have that really severe weather. So, guys, if you're wondering why we had those tornado watches and warnings for parts in northern Arkansas, it's because it's a really strong band of heavy thunderstorms as we are speaking right now. Going to bring possible, you can probably feel that strong winds for if you're in Memphis, and really strong thunderstorms right here. Mississippi River still going to have some flood warnings there. And then we're going to have another heavy band for parts of the eastern part of Texas, and this little band came for parts of Texas yesterday, and that's going to move off into the east for parts of the Midwest and bring some strong thunderstorms for parts of the Chicago area. And they're going to have some possibly rain for parts of the coastal areas of Texas, guys. Let's go a bit more into tomorrow. So you can see it's actually going to bring a lot more rain, a really strong thunderstorms for parts of western Kentucky and for parts of the really southern part of Illinois. If you're really southern Illinois, you're really going to get some strong thunderstorms, and parts of southern Indiana too. we have a huge area with just scattered rain, just possibly just everywhere. Just gonna have scattered rain, and then we're gonna have this low pressure system start to form tomorrow. Let me just move up a bit more. Yeah, it's gonna be forming into tomorrow, guys. We're gonna actually have two really heavy bands right here. We're gonna have one for parts of Missouri, parts of Oklahoma and northern Texas there. Wait, hold on, that was under really strong thunderstorms right here, and then another band right here for parts of the western and central part of Texas. Really strong thunderstorms starting to pile up right here. Oklahoma City has some more severe weather, and then for parts of western or central more of western and central Texas have severe weather. This really heavy band I'm a little bit worried about, as that's really going to bring some severe weather for parts of southern southern Oklahoma, possible Tulsa can get really strong thunderstorms again. Then the northwestern part can get some severe weather instead of the northeast. Really strong thunderstorms for parts of the northwest, and then part of the eastern part of Oklahoma. Not only is it going to hit Oklahoma and Arkansas, we're going to have another band start to form here. Not going to be as severe. Might hit Houston. Houston might feel that area, have another heavy band, but the heaviest band looking like to be for parts of the central part of Texas. Austin, Texas can really get some severe weather. You can see that just modified how much wet or how much severe weather we can actually see right here. Possible large hail, possible tornado threat, guys. It's really going to be quite messy. As we go into Saturday, guys, it's going to bring a lot of severe weather for parts of Arkansas too. It's going to be southeastern Oklahoma, northeastern Texas, and the western part of Arkansas. Really strong thunderstorms also if you're in the counties in the midwestern. Like, if I mean midwestern, I mean like you're in the more the central but to western part of Arkansas. So if you're in the midwestern part of Arkansas, you can have some really strong thunderstorms. Memphis can actually get really heavy rain from this storm too. Northern counties of parts of Mississippi, really strong thunderstorms. Arkansas, really strong thunderstorms. Possible heavy band for parts of the Houston area. And Shreveport could probably have some thunder there. A low pressure system again in the parts of the western part of Arkansas. It's going to actually hit Arkansas pretty hard. And guys, the northern part of Arkansas, near like the central or the western Tennessee border, we can actually have possible tornado threat there. Memphis can actually be maybe in the slight chance if it moves a bit more near their area. And then we haven't really had a strong band in the Mississippi and Louisiana area in quite a long time. It's been about 2 weeks. That's going to form there and hit parts of the Alabama area, hit Mobile, hit Montgomery, Birmingham. Possible a lot of rain for New Orleans, and then a lot of rain for parts of the northern Tennessee area. And that's the far that I can go here in this model, guys. So let's check out the sorry guys, it's gonna hold on, let me just refresh this page right here, guys. Alright, so this is what it's gonna look like. Sorry guys, this is what it's gonna look like for day 1. So this is today, guys. Really a bit scattered actually. A bit more than yesterday. We're gonna have a slight chance and marginal chance for parts of the Texas area with the southwestern part of Texas, and then we actually have a slight chance stretching for parts of Arkansas near the Columbus, Ohio area. So that's why I showed the Ohio Valley and Midwestern area too, so you guys can see there's 2 threats parts of the country with the storm. Especially today, going to bring some really strong thunderstorms for parts in northern Kentucky and southern Ohio. So areas in the marginal risk can be New York City, can actually have some marginal risk. Houston, Philadelphia, Indianapolis, and Columbus, Ohio, like I said. And then parts in the slight chance include San Antonio, Austin, Memphis, Nashville, and parts of Cincinnati, Ohio. So we're actually just going to have a separate areas with parts of severe weather. And so yeah, this is what's looking like for day 2, guys. So as that low pressure system is going to form in Texas again, like we saw, going to bring a slight chance for more of the south central area of Texas, and that marginal risk is actually going to push a bit more into the northeast and the mid-Atlantic states too. So that it's going to bring some severe weather, like we saw in West Virginia and southern Pennsylvania. And the marginal risk actually going to stretch for parts of Shreveport, southern Arkansas, and most of Texas is going to be in the marginal risk. Marginal risk including parts of Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, and then if we go to the northern part, it's going to include Baltimore and the DC area, and then parts of the West Virginia area too. So that's what day 2 is going to look like, so we can actually have some more severe weather for parts of the south central part of Texas. And so when this heavy band of rain is going to start moving to the southeast area, as we saw, that heavy band going to bring some band of parts of Louisiana and Alabama, not going to look like as severe as it usually looks like. It's going to be a marginal risk for now. I actually would not be surprised. This is 3 days away as it moves to the southeast, guys. So that's plenty of time to intensify. But it's including major cities like Greensboro, Birmingham, Raleigh, Atlanta, and Charlotte. So we can have a marginal risk for severe weather there. But just because it's marginal risk, guys, doesn't mean you guys like, oh, we're not going to get anything. Well, you guys can still have some possible tornadoes with a marginal risk, guys. And it could go to a slight chance. Alright guys, so this is the amount of rain, because many of you guys have been asking how much rain or can I get flooding in these areas. So here I want to show you guys, like I saw with the radar, I want to show you guys the mid-Atlantic areas and the Midwest first, and then show you guys the South Central, so you guys have perspective. If you live in the Ohio Valley area or the Northeast, you can know also how much rain you're going to get from the storm, but just the biggest threats in Texas, so that's why that's like the main topic or the title, but this is also going to bring some rain too. So for parts of the Northeast near the southern part of New York and northern part of Philadelphia, we can actually range up to 3.5 inches for parts of near that central parts of Pittsburgh, or central part of Pennsylvania, and then maybe 2.5 inches around there. We're going to actually have a heavy band. You could just maybe you don't really see it, but now you can probably see it now. That's a pattern with the severe weather or the biggest amount of rain moving to the northeast, so that's why you have that band in that pattern. And then we have maybe 4.5 inches for parts of the southern part of Kentucky area. A lot amount of rain for the southern parts of Illinois, so if you live right here, you can expect maybe 4.5 inches to 2 inches. A bit less amounts for the southern Missouri and the parts of the Arkansas area. Maybe the biggest amount will be in the southern Missouri and the northern Arkansas area, maybe at most 3 inches, and then another band there. And then it's going to bring maybe just about 1.5 inches for parts of the northern parts of Georgia. But again, the biggest amounts will be right here and right here. That's, I believe, I think it's going to be the biggest amounts for this map. Let's check out the south central now, so you guys can see like the areas that are going to get this biggest amount of rain. The biggest amount of rain will be right here for the south central part of Texas. It's going to be right here, guys. If you live right here near there, you can experience a lot of rain. But if you live to the west of this area, you can have the most amount of rain. But if you live in the east area, you are not going to experience a lot of rain. So if you live right here in the circle, you can actually have maybe up to 5 inches of rain at most. You can see the max can be 7.5 inches. So that can be like right deep in there. We're going to have 7.5 inches there. And there we're actually having quite a bit of rain for northern Oklahoma, near the Tulsa area. And then right here, you can see another scattered little band where you can have about 1.5 inches to 3 inches near the Dallas area, guys. So now let's check out the Cape, guys, because a lot of you guys were like crazy after we saw what happened yesterday. With the we saw the Cape in my last video yesterday, 5,300 joules per kilogram, guys. Very high numbers, but let's check out if it's going to be that high today and tomorrow. I believe it's probably not going to get to the 5,300 area, but it could get to the 4,500 area. Let's get near the southwestern part of Texas. That's where we have the biggest amounts. We have 4,300, 4,500. I'm not looking like it's going to get more than 4,500 here, 4,400. We go more into near the area near the Texas border. Now there we have a bit more of a chance. We have 4,600, and looking like that's going to be the biggest, or actually we have a 4,800 joules per kilogram right here. If we go near the Midland area, we have 3,500 near the Midland area, but if we go in between there and San Angelo, we can actually have 4,500 joules per kilogram. Austin, Texas can have 3,600, College Station 3,000, San Antonio 2,900. a bit more of energy than we see the past couple of days. For the eastern part of Texas, we have 3,500, 3,300, a bit more than we've seen in the past couple of days. Let's go to 11 o'clock, guys. So 11 o'clock, not going to be as much energy for the Texas area. It's going to be more near the Mexico area, but the biggest amount, or the most amount of energy we can experience is near the central part of, or the eastern and central part of Texas. We have 2,900 or 2,900 and 3,100, and then near the border of Louisiana we have around 2,500. But let's get to tomorrow. Let's get to tomorrow at 11 a.m. tomorrow. We can actually have quite a bit of energy for parts of the Georgia area. We have around 2,600 and 2,700, and that's going to bring, the more we get to the weekend area, we're going to have some possibly more Cape near the Georgia area. I'm going to get some possible severe weather on Sunday. We have 2,700, 3,000 joules per kilogram in the northern part of Texas. Let's skip right into 5 o'clock tomorrow. Tomorrow we can actually have quite a bit of Cape for parts of the central part of Arkansas. We have near Little Rock. Little Rock's actually at 2,400, but west we have 3,400, 3,300. And then near the Wichita Falls area we have 2,900, 3,000. And near the Lubbock we have the 3,300 south of that area. And then we actually have like 3,500s, 3,800s. Near the southwestern part of Texas. Let's go straight to 11 o'clock, guys. Not going to see a lot of energy, actually, at that time. Really going to be calm. Let's go to Saturday for areas like in the Mississippi area if you're wondering how much energy you can get or how much Cape you will have with these thunderstorms. It's not going to look like you're going to have a very big amount, actually. Maybe just in the 2,000s, low 2,000s and high 1,100s. But after we get to Saturday, after night, it's going to be really low, the Cape, guys. So that's most likely not going to have a huge amount of Cape for parts of the southeast, if you're wondering, guys. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Really appreciate it. And yeah, everyone stay safe, and see you guys in the next video.